I've reviewed an EQ before. This is by a different company called FabFilter. It's called the Pro Q2. It's the second version, as the name suggests. This is the default interface. Up here you have the logo, you have the undo and redo, A and B, which is to reset between two different settings so you can kind of pick which one sounds the best. There's a copy button, there's presets here. At the moment it's on default setting. You can select from various built-in presets or create your own. There's a help menu up here. And interestingly, which not many seem to have, there is actually a full screen button. Now we have the EQ actually opened full screen. Let's select a preset. Let's select vocal. Here is the vocal preset. Down the bottom we can use a MIDI device or forget about that. There is also latency options here, 0 latency, natural phase and linear phase. Analyzer, we have adjustments for pre and post, range 90 decibels, resolution medium, speed medium and tilt. And there is some various other options here, including EQ match. Here you have some more settings that we'll get back, have a look again. Right, so let's start with a completely blank slate. Now let's say we want to add a node at 200 Hz, raise it by say 4 decibels with a Q of 2. Let's see how we do that. Double click. Right, we've created a new node. We can either lift it up here, and it is color coded and very smooth looking animation as you move it around. We can right click and do the shape. So is it a bell, which may have a different name in other programs. In this one it's called a bell, which is pretty much your average curve. You can switch into a low shelf, a low cut filter, a high shelf, high cut, a notch, a bandpass, and a tilt shelf. Let's put it back to a bell. We can also adjust the slope by 12 decibels, 24. Let's go to 48. Now down here we can also select this sort of shelf that is like a low shelf, a bell or whatever, or we can go and adjust the hertz. We can double click in this and type it in manually. Okay, so it's now in the 200 hertz range. Now what's the gain? Let's say we want to put 4 decibels on it. There we go. Now a Q of 2. There we go, we have one in straight away, and we can easily add another one. There, we've added a few more. We've added actually a low cut here at the 80 hertz range, and we've added another one here that I've just placed quite randomly. In fact, let's do something a little bit more with that. Let's say we want it at 3 kilohertz, so 3K. There we go. Let's say -3 decibels there. And maybe a Q of 2 again. There we go, we've created something basic here. Now if we want a preview, we'll have to unfull screen and hit preview on our audio editor's preview interface. Now you can see the meter is at the right here, and you can get an idea on the graph as well. Okay, then down here we can have a look at this, which is your output level. So you can adjust the output gain from here. Or you can even put on auto gain. So let's turn auto gain on. There's a global bypass button here, or a phase invert button, or use the output level meter button. but I think we'll try just leaving it on auto. Okay, so I actually think this is one of the best EQs I've used so far. It's very easy and quick to learn how to use if you're fairly new to EQs, unlike the one in Nectar Elements, which isn't an EQ of its own. It's a vocal sort of enhancement program, but it has an EQ with it, and Nectar Elements EQ is a little awkward to adjust, I find, and a little hard to learn. This one is both fairly easy to learn straight out of the box, and also it has probably the best interface and animations I've seen for equaliser plugin. It looks really nice, really sharp, and has the addition of a full screen button. So I really recommend you go and download a trial. There is a free trial available. Give it a shot yourself, and I'll put a link in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, and if you could do me a huge favour and subscribe, as it'll help me out a lot, but it'll only take a second. Thanks.